Coronation Street actor Alan Halsall has hinted at what's ahead in Cassie Plummer's departure storyline as Claire Sweeney prepares to leave the ITV soap after spending 3 years in the role. Back in January, it was revealed that Sweeney had decided to leave Weatherfield, although the details of her character's exit remained under wraps at the time. Since then, it has been confirmed that Cassie's former partner Ross, who is also Tyrone's biological father, will make an appearance. Cassie is due to propose to Steve McDonald in scenes airing next week, while Ross's arrival is set to create further drama. As more secrets from Cassie's troubled past come to light, Tyrone will find himself increasingly unsettled. Reflecting on the storyline, Halsall, who portrays Tyrone, explained, "Over the past few years, Cassie has repeatedly lied about her addiction and other aspects of her life. Every time it happens, Tyrone feels let down because all he's ever wanted is honesty from her. Learning the truth about his father is already a huge shock, but discovering that there are even more lies connected to the situation makes it even more painful. Tyrone is heartbroken, frustrated, and deeply disappointed in his mum. He's reached the point where he's exhausted by the constant dishonesty and the chaos that always seems to follow her." The actor added that Tyrone genuinely wants a relationship with his mother, but her behavior continues to create unnecessary problems in his life. Tyrone is devoted to his family and would love to have his mum around, but he's already dealing with enough without Cassie bringing more complications, Halsall said, before discussing his character's feelings about Ross. At first, Tyrone believes that finally having his father in his life is something positive and thinks nothing can spoil it. But anyone who knows Tyrone's history realizes life is never that straightforward for him, he explained. He understands exactly the sort of lies and trouble Ross could end up bringing into his life. Although viewers have yet to discover the full impact Ross's arrival will have on Tyrone and Cassie, Halsall also spoke warmly about working alongside Claire Sweeney before her departure. "On a personal level, Claire and I get on brilliantly, so it genuinely feels as though we're losing part of the family," he said. "She's been given a fantastic opportunity to play Miss Hannigan in Annie, and I wish her every success. Hopefully, though, we'll see my on-screen mum back again before too long." Coronation Street actress Beth Nixon has revealed that the dramatic conclusion to Megan Walsh's storyline had been planned from the very beginning, following her character's conviction for grooming and abusing Will Driscoll, played by Lucas Hodgson-Wale. The powerful storyline reached the courtroom last month, where the outcome remained uncertain as Megan mounted a determined defense, while Will found it difficult to speak openly about the abuse he had suffered. For a time, it looked as though Megan might avoid punishment. However, Friday's episode saw the jury return guilty verdicts on charges of encouraging a child to engage in sexual activity and abusing a position of trust. Although the verdict cannot undo the pain experienced by Will and his loved ones, it provides a sense of justice and offers hope that the family can begin to move forward after such a traumatic ordeal. Speaking on Inside Soap's Soap Scoop podcast, Nixon explained that despite the suspense surrounding the trial, the writers had always intended for Megan to be held accountable for her crimes. "She was never going to avoid facing justice by being killed off or escaping in some other way," Beth said. "From the outset, we knew she would end up serving a prison sentence." She continued, "The storyline follows the entire legal process while also highlighting everything Will's family is going through, showing how they support him and the emotional impact the case has on them all." Beth also stressed the importance of portraying survivors receiving justice, even though that does not always reflect reality. "It's really important to show that people who have been abused can see justice done, even though sadly that doesn't happen in every case," she explained. She went on to say that when Coronation Street producer Kate Brooks and the writing team developed the storyline, they drew inspiration from several recent real-life cases in which victims successfully saw their abusers convicted. While Megan's conviction appears to mark the end of the character's time on the soap, following the earlier announcement of Nixon's departure, The actress admitted she would gladly return if the opportunity arose. "I'd love the chance to come back," she said, describing Coronation Street as such a fab place to work. She also joked that she'd enjoy seeing Megan cross paths with Lou Michaelis, played by Farrell Hegarty, during a future prison storyline. "I think Lou would definitely put Megan in her place, that's for sure," Beth added. Here is a completely rewritten version of the text, changing the sentence structures and phrasing while keeping all the original details intact. Coronation Street fans applaud actress Beth Nixon despite demanding justice for her character. Viewers of the hit ITV soap Coronation Street have shared their thoughts on actress Beth Nixon, even as they desperately hope to see her on-screen character, Megan Walsh, face the consequences of her actions. Nixon first appeared in Weatherfield late last year. Her introduction to the show came after teenager Will Driscoll strongly resisted relocating to the area. Audiences will remember Will complaining to his relatives about having to abandon his athletic training after his father, Ben Driscoll, unexpectedly uprooted his partner, Eva Price, from Hull to take over the Rovers' return. However, the true motive behind Will's reluctance to leave Hull was eventually uncovered. He was secretly dating his sports coach, Megan. After Megan was invited to visit Weatherfield, Will's family remained oblivious to the fact that she was grooming him, and the pair slept together right around his 16th birthday. The exposure in the trial. Following months of secret meetups, the truth finally unraveled in March. Sam Blakeman had figured out the affair, but Megan threatened him into staying quiet. After Sam ended up hospitalized, he finally confessed everything to his stepmother, Leanne Battersby, and Will's stepmother, Eva. Though Megan maintained her innocence and Will initially backed up her lies, a chat with neighbor Tim Metcalf prompted Will to confess the truth to the authorities. Consequently, Detective Sergeant Lisa Connor Swain officially charged Megan after an interrogation. Because Megan pled not guilty, the legal battle went to court, with the final verdict scheduled to air during the Friday, July 3rd episode. The courtroom drama escalated rapidly this week when Will suddenly withdrew his testimony, falsely claiming he had fabricated the affair due to threats from Megan's mother, Janine. However, he eventually returned to the witness stand to confirm that Megan had been lying all along. Viewers praised the performance. Even though Megan is expected to exit the show regardless of how the trial concludes, fans are expressing sadness over Nixon's departure, widely praising her performance in this intense storyline. For whatever it's worth, it seems like this trial is Megan's swan song. While I will most definitely not miss Megan, I'll absolutely miss seeing Beth Nixon on my screen. She did a great job portraying such a vile character. #Corrie. Oh wow, Megan is so wicked. Beth Nixon is just phenomenal. #Corrie. I don't want Beth to go, but Megan needs to be gone. Coronation Street broadcasts weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is available for streaming on